What's happening, War Gamers? Welcome to a Dossier, the show where we share our hot potato takes on the newest and latest and even oldest of characters from Marvel Crisis Protocol. This episode, we bring you the one, the only, the Immortal Hulk.
Roar.
Yes, roar, Hulk smash. So demeaning. So we're gonna, you know the drill. We're gonna talk about this. Troope is joining me today. So I look forward to getting his thoughts on this as well. This is also coming hot off a game here where we just got him on the table. So let's start off and let's just take a look at the model. And I got to say, love the pose.
Yeah.
Like, it is just a fantastic pose. It's so much nicer than the other Hulk, I think.
I agree. It's one of those things that AMG definitely started off with some really solid models that had some weird build effects. Whereas I feel like as they've gone on, they've gotten a lot more dynamic.
Oh, yeah.
Aside from... Doesn't matter. Anyways, but I really love the look of this. I really feel like...
And this pose is so definitive of Hulk as well, right?
Completely.
He is jumping into a smash. I love that he has a more athletic build on this one. The other Hulk felt a little chunky, if that makes sense. I love it. The only weird thing is like the weird kicked up foot.
Yeah.
The common refrain is the ballerina pose.
Yes.
Which okay, I kind of see it. But I love it. The base is great as well. Like, there's just so much going on with the base. I absolutely adore this. This is a fantastic base.
It is very cool.
It is not one of the typical 65 mils. So
Okay.
everything kind of has like a spot that slots on there.
Awesome.
So it's not like just sitting on regular stuff. And just, he's got some great detail. Like his musculature looks great. There's some great detail on the pants and everything. And so I had to speed paint this bugger. Right?
Yep, that's fair.
I grabbed him and I painted him in 2 hours.
Oof.
And I still need more work to do on him, but I painted him enough to get table ready. And he just painted like a dream. He was great to paint. So yeah, model looks good. Let's take a quick look at his card. So we got the Immortal Hulk. I'll take his stat line here. So he's 4/3/5 for his defenses with 15 health, 7 threat, size 4 with a short move. So, I mean, for a 7 threat, that's pretty good defensive stats right there. 15 health, obviously 5 less than regular Hulk, but the Immortal thing kind of makes up for that, which we'll get to.
I remember the big base with a short move. Still is a pretty long move.
And he still has a Gamma Leap.
Yep.
Right.
So his first attack here, it's a physical attack, a range 2, strength 7, 0 power. After this attack, gain power equal to the damage dealt. And it has a wild throw.
Size 4 throw.
Less. Yeah, so...
Yeah, and one thing we'll see on this card, lots of throws.
Well, and also this character may throw the target character S. There's no away there.
Yep, so it's omnidirectional. It's anywhere you want it to be. And that's a nice little extra chunk of power. It's great into big chunky boys.
Oh, yeah. And the next one, another physical, Gamma Burst, range 3, strength 10, 5 power. Before damage is dealt, the character may throw the character S, another omnidimensional throw. And then target character does not gain power for damage dealt by the attack.
Which, normally that's an absolutely great thing, unless you whiff.
Yeah.
If you're watching a certain video, you're going to see a certain whiff.
I'm going to recommend you don't whiff. But
don't whiff. But it's great. And it's a throw without a trigger, which is really nice. You just have to do the attack, which is it's absolutely crazy when you see the output that this guy has. And then we get into superpower. So his first active, we have Gamma Leap, 3 power, plays him within range 2. Perfect way for him to get around. We have Leave Hulk Alone, which is a interactive terrain feature or enemy character of size 4 within range 2. Throw medium, and that's for 3. So there we go. 3 throws on him right off the hop, right?
So good. So
good.
He's got Endless Rage during the power phase. Gain 2 additional power, so keeps them all ready for some fights. You want to handle this one?
Yeah, so Immortality. During the cleanup phase, if this character has a Daze token and an Immortality token, it is KO'd. If, during the cleanup phase, there's just a Daze token but no Immortality token, not only does Hulk lose all his power, but he gains health equal to the power lost, and he removes all his conditions. So basically, he gets back up. Depending on how much damage he's done, I mean, maybe he's getting back up at only 5 damage on him, and the Immortality token, and... watch the game. Watch the game on that one.
So like in a situation that we may have seen recently, you take your 10, 15 damage. Oh wait, I've got 10 power on me. Actually, I'm going to be healed back up to 5. So the other part to that, of course, is this next little thing. We got the green door. At the end of the turn, if this character has an immortality token, it may remove 1 damage from itself. If this character has no damage, it removes the immortality token.
Which means you got to go through it all over again. You got
Yeah.
to daze him again to throw that token back on him. And just in the game that we played, depending on when you're watching this, we were able to get him back up to healthy,
Yes.
as it were.
Yep.
Get rid of the immortality token.
Now, the key to this, of course, is looking at that end of each turn.
Yes.
So that's
geez.
like going back and forth between our characters. I was flabbergasted, I think is the right word.
We were both running 4 characters.
Yep.
And I think at any given time, Hulk regained close to 5 health.
Yeah.
Through this ability on any turn, which was just bonkers.
On top of that, of course, he has
a patch up, which was just obnoxious.
Yeah, that was adequate. His last thing he has here is immunity to Hex, Poison, and Stun.
And you know what? The stun, okay, cool. Poison, we expect. That Hex is a nice little extra onto it, right? Because Hex is one of those things, when you're rolling 7, 10 dice and you have that Hex and you're not getting your crits off, you're not adding your dice to the crits, it feels bad.
Well, and also because Immortal, when he's immortal, or when he has his immortality token, he does not want to be stunned. Stun is definitely very bad for him.
Stun is bad.
He's going to gain all the power for it. He's not. No one's restricting his power generation.
So I think it's important to note that he's a lot tankier than traditional Hulk, but he's not as punchy.
Yeah, and that 15 health is a lot more than 15 health.
It goes fast, but it does go fast as well.
It does.
Right? If you know what you're doing, it goes really fast. He can put out a lot of damage with a lot of throws if the targets are there, which is not to be underestimated. But I don't think you play Immortal Hulk the same way as you play regular Hulk. I think he's definitely a doorstop. Yeah. You throw him at something, he's going to take a lot of punishment.
Did you want to handle the other side of this card?
Yeah, sure. I love that. Look at that.
Yeah,
Look at that. That's awesome.
So he's immortal. There's no other side of the card.
When he gets dazed, you just flip this card and he just hulks over the table. Absolutely great. So he does come with 2 tactics cards as well. So we have Gamma Drain and One Below All. I want to talk about One Below All first because I think Gamma Drain's more interesting.
Sure.
So One Below All, it's an unaffiliated active card. During the Immortal Hulk's activation, spend 2 power. If it has the immortality token, you remove up to 2 special conditions from itself. Great way of getting rid of Stagger.
Absolutely.
Or Incinerate. Or Shock.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Absolutely.
If it does not have the immortality token, you can place it within 2 of its current position. Now, what's really neat about this is that this is effectively a 2-power Gamma Leap early in the game.
Yeah.
Which is, it's good.
Sometimes that's going to be exactly what you need.
It's a solid card. I don't know if it necessarily always makes your hand.
Yep.
But I think I didn't use it in the game we played. Because I didn't really have an opportunity to.
No.
But it's definitely a card that's worth considering there.
Now, and I definitely think this card has a little bit more utility when it's not hanging out also with Bump in the Nights, because Midnight Sun's definitely...
I like it even more with Bump in the Night. You do this on round 1. You you One Below All, then you bump. You've effectively just moved long, I think.
Yeah, and you still get your attacks in, so you have to really watch that, but... Yeah, I guess.
You threaten the middle line.
I was totally thinking of Gamma Bump and that, but yeah, you got me on that one. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So it's if you had 1 more power and you were playing Steve.
Yeah, I do like the fact that this is a portable bump. You bring it with you to other affiliations, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's kind of cool that way. But Gamma Drain, I think, is really where the card is at. So it's an unaffiliated active card. During the Immortal Hulk's activation, it plays this card. No power cost.
Nope.
Which I think is a bit busted. Choose an enemy character within range 2. The chosen character gains its Gamma Drain token. The Immortal Hulk places that token on an active or reactive superpower. And whenever that power is used, the Immortal Hulk gains power equal to the power spent on the superpower. Which, you put it on the right power, and it's just going to power Hulk up immensely. You got that. If you're running into Avengers, you place it on Steve's bodyguard.
Yeah.
And just power up Hulk.
I definitely think that anyone who's going to be a centerpiece model in your opponent's force, you're going to be giving the Hulk a lot of power.
Yeah, and as you've seen with the Green Door, or not the Green Door, with the immortality and everything like that, Hulk with power is dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Very, very dangerous. So he's got 2 rather effective tactics cards. I do think one is more of a standout. I think that's Gamma Drain. So he's Midnight Sun and Defenders affiliated.
Yep.
Which, Defenders, meh, whatever. Maybe you can do something there.
Yeah, there could be some cool things that he can do. changing his stuff
Yeah.
over, but like I think Midnight Suns is definitely
They're gonna like him.
yeah.
They're gonna like him.
Yeah.
That bump with a large base is just super awesome. And I think he brings a nice anchor piece
Yep.
to Midnight Suns, and it allows the rest of the Midnight Suns to kind of do their job.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the problems they currently suffer from is that Blade gets focused down, Iron Fist gets focused down. Well, now there's a piece that
Yeah.
can come in that can take that damage.
Well, and it's not just can take that damage. It's I will threaten anything around the center here. You want to hold an objective off to the side? I'm coming for you. Like I'm almost there right now with 2 attacks on you.
So here's the question I want to answer, and I think this is going to be how we kind of close out this dossier.
Sure.
Hulk versus Hulk. Who do you think wins that fight?
I want to believe in Midnight Suns. It could be Immortal Hulk because you have Siege of Darkness.
That's true.
But I think without Siege, I think the other Hulk is in trouble. He's got a slightly higher damage output, but Immortal Hulk
Has all the throws.
He has all the throws, and like he throws everything, right? Like not everything, but almost everything in the game.
He
right?
can throw terrain into Hulk. He can throw Hulk away. Like it's just he's got a surprising amount of control. It's not control on demand.
No.
But there is still some good control there. So I do think he puts a good run into Hulk himself.
I agree.
And it's going to be interesting to see that on the table eventually. So, yeah. So that is the dossier on the Immortal Hulk. Very exciting character addition to this game. Looking forward to seeing what people smarter than us come up with on that one. Join the conversation below. Let us know what you think on him as well. And yeah, so if you want to support the channel a little bit more, you can go to patreon.com/AegisBrandStudios. It is $1 a month for all this great content that you support. And otherwise, just keep watching and supporting the channel. We love you guys. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next time. Happy wargaming.